What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Monday, April 15th. It's tax day and god dang. Okay, we had an extremely wild weekend. The past couple of 3 or 4 days have just been all out war. You read the title correctly. We got Iran dropping bombs on Israel. I'll tell you all about that. We have